Hi guys, welcome to Invictus Motors. Today here we have with us in this very out there color, racing yellow. It's a GTS 4 litre. So this is the engine you want to have, and you will surely see why. But just to go through the exterior of this car, it is quite minimalistic in terms of design. It's probably the right size. You know, it's not a huge sports car in that sense. So at the front, you've got the PDLS plus headlights with automatic high beam. It comes with parking sensors, which to some of you might be very standard, but believe it or not, there are Porsches with no parking sensors because essentially everything is an option. The brake calipers painted in red, with the satin black wheels, which are 20-inch. Coming around the side, you've got the folding wing mirrors. You've got your air intake, which is painted in black. So it's a bit of a nice contrast because in this car, it's pretty much black or yellow. Reminds me of that song, Black and Yellow, Black and Yellow. So if that's your song or anthem, this might be your car. So coming around the back, you've got the small spoiler, which does rise at over 60 miles an hour. You've got the clear lens rear lights, which I think look quite nice with it, especially with the yellow. It's a bit of a nice contrast and good touch to whoever spec'd it that way. And then you've got the two center exhaust, which is different than the previous generation GTSs, which were the 2.5 litre turbocharged. So they're a bit further apart. So that's one of the distinction between the two cars. You've got the rear parking sensors as well, the Porsche lettering in chrome or silver, which does look quite good. And I like this rear diffuser as well. The underside of these cars is usually quite aerodynamic, because it is essentially a performance car. So yeah, let's take it for a drive. So now on to driving the GTS. So let's get the boring bits out of the way, and these are stats. So 0 to 60 does in 4.5 seconds. The engine produces 400 brake horsepower. And I think the torque is 450 Newton meters. So yeah, plenty, on power. So what I find a bit remarkable in this situation is we know the direction of travel for cars, and that's, smaller engine sizes before they all disappear altogether, essentially becoming electric. So what I found really amazing and astonishing about Porsche in this particular example is that they have listened to their customers and have gone back to a naturally aspirated engine in the GTS. As you guys know, the previous generation to this was the 2.5 litre turbocharged, which was a brilliant car. But a lot of people buy this car, for the drama that it produces, and not because they want to save a bit on emission or fuel, which is still important, but each has their place. The 4 litre Cayman GTS might be, in the balance of things, one of the most perfect sports car. It's a mid-engine sports car. Like I said earlier, the size is perfect. In a 6-speed manual, what more could you ask for? The steering is very, very precise on this. Yeah, sure, it might not be as exciting as a GT4, but if you're looking for a road car, I think this might be a peak sports car, especially under £100,000. These are for about £60,000 now. It's a lot of car for the money. In terms of driving, at the moment, I'm just doing about 35 miles per hour. It's very, very comfortable. You can be in 4th gear, you can be in 5th gear. It's a very, very adaptable car. And then if you push it a bit, the engine note gets better and better. especially once you go past 4,000 RPM. There's a very, very nice sound to the engine. You know, you kind of start to hit maximum torque levels as well. So yeah, plenty of power there. In terms of fuel economy, it's very easily achievable, around 30 miles per gallon in this car. So yeah, all round, I mean, you know, you can't fault it. The brakes are super sharp. So I've got a bit of an opening now, and just listen to this noise. This is what this car is about, you know. It will put a smile on your face. Oh, just a beautiful, you know, engine noise. Just dropping it down a gear. You know, steering is super sharp, and because of the weight balance of this car, you never feel in danger, you know, unless you're defying the laws of physics, which sometimes you wonder if the car is defying the laws of physics. But yeah, especially when you're going around a corner, I'm just doing these bends at 70 miles an hour, and you know, it's very comfortable. Listen to that engine noise. I mean, it's just glorious. Yeah, it's a very quick car. It's no slouch. The gearbox is a very nice tactile gearbox. It's got a great feel to it. It doesn't have long throws, or they're not too short either. I know in some cars people put the GT3 shifter, but actually I prefer these stock gearboxes. So this car is about 2 and a bit years old, and when you think of it, this is well under list price now. It provides phenomenal value. Porsche generally as a product, you know, they don't lose a lot of value over the years. So yeah, they're at a price point, like I said, about £60,000. It's incredible value. You know, you can't go wrong with it, I would say. You know, if one can afford it, you know, jump on it. So I'm going to just enjoy the rest of the drive myself now, in silence, so I can listen to the engine. The Cayman, contrary to popular belief, are quite spacious cars because you've got this additional boot space here as well, and also you have access to your engine oil and coolant as well through that lid. So yeah, there's quite a lot of storage here. There's even some hidden storage here, which is a bit difficult to access, but it is there if you want to stash stuff away. Actually, you kind of access it with your hand. I haven't used it before, but you can, and then you can tie your luggage as well. You've got these hooks. There's about 8 of them, so you can really tie your luggage hard and strong. Not that they will go anywhere, but just in case you wanted it pressed down. So coming into the interior, you've got the GTS pack interior, which is the combination of this beautiful soft leather and Alcantara. You've got the GTS lettering embossed on the headrest. You've got Alcantara headlining, which I personally love. Not that you can do anything with it, but it's a nice, exquisite touch. And you've got the sports seats that are heated as well. Apple CarPlay, and you've got the Chrono Plus package as well, so you can put into Sport, Sport Plus, and individual package. And then the interior trim is finished in brushed aluminium. Yeah, the previous owners left a USB here as well for his music. The sound system is Bose sound system, which is quite a good sound system. I mean, most of the time, I would hope you would be listening to the engine noise. But yeah, if you didn't want to play some tunes on a long drive, you've got the Bose sound system. But yeah, this car's pretty much brand new inside and outside. It's got less than 4,000 miles on it. So really good condition. You can feel the leather on the steering wheel is absolutely perfect, with no wear or tear so far. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please comment, like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts as well. Does this tickle your fancy? Is this something you would look to buy if you had the money and the budget? So yeah, share your thoughts. Thank you. Adios.